Hey, say what the fuck them niggas on?
A moment ago, fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore
Man, why don't you
Ravens
just leave that? That's the league you got bowls in, huh? You must got bowls over there. Oh, it's Vent League? Oh yeah, they don't fucked you over so many times. You
and off we go from Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. To not bring this one out.
Them niggas horrible over there, bro.
At the 25.
You been fucking with him for about 12, 13 years too, bro. Strong. Rose City over there too. He been fucking with them for a minute. I bet you ain't leave that league. You been in that bitch for 12 years. King and shit.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
On second down, it's Jacobs.
I've been hitting him up all day, chopping him up. He pushed it back a couple times. Well, he said he was free all day. He off all day. But he pushed it back for like an hour.
Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This nigga, Slick Rick in the grind, man. This nigga want to play at 8. Goddamn 8:47. And then goes.
Oh my God. This nigga threw a bomb to motherfucking Ruggs. This nigga wide open. I'm glad it was a holding call. Oh my God. He ate my DB up off the line. Yo, that shit was wild. What the fuck? That look like your play too, GA. What the fuck? He just did it on me. Nigga ate him apart, bro, with Ruggs with that play. Yeah.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
We'll get him. We'll get him.
They didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for
Rich.
3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That nigga would not see that coverage
in their
anymore.
win last week, and nothing has
Motherfucker
changed.
ate
They're
my
still moving
DB
around
alive.
quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Let's get it, baby. Dig into this playbook. It's
The
bad,
Ravens
man.
come up
Real
now,
bad.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
What are you in?
5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's been
Charles, they won last week
deep.
despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last
He's
week they
man
didn't
again,
have
he's a
to.
man
Still
again,
won the
pal.
ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And able to find
Oh, my God.
complete. And he'll be taken
Hell
down,
of a
but
hit.
not before he works
Good
it
catch,
past
Kurt.
the 50. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your
Oh, that's
first
how
thought
high Clinton
is,
did.
uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I
Good.
get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled
Yo, he is
inside the
levitating
49,
my players on every hit, bro. What
It's
the
a
fuck?
1st down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
I gotta learn the quick height shit quicker,
That's
man.
the 25.
I let him get back in and play while.
When you're in man
Damn.
coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender.
Seen the
Trail
formation I
receiver
want, and then I
know
took
that someone
one
over the
height
top can
back.
make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the...
And it's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we have the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So it was the first quarter of and that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. The man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Who said that? Who? Wow. Nigga watch my stream, been using it for a minute.
Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up.
That's in the Ravens playbook at that.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On the return is Cohen. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown.
Come on, Lamar.
His guys will
Overthrowing his shit, bro.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely.
Overthrow. He ain't even get him in a chance to compete for the rock.
There's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
These guys give him a chance to compete.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A quick throw there out to Williams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Come on, Humphreys.
Have a flag down.
You're going against Williams? I think he just lost it.
On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr.
Oh, that was my pick, Jones.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Come on, Jones.
Officials
Oh,
cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Doing out sweet today.
On the carry, good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Maher is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big pickup of 38.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
This time Jackson will throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in. Backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
Hey, the booth ain't even gonna challenge that shit.
A
That
good
shit
starting
crazy,
spot for the
bro.
Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take
Nigga
this
knee was
forward
clearly
for about
down,
5.
bro.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now this time, Carl throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
I would have been left on the
24
niggas.
seconds to go in this first
That
half.
shit.
From midfield, here's Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Damn, they might lock the niggas up. They got you, King.
Inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to a
The car, I mean, when they stole your car.
first down on a 13-yard run.
10 at the 37-yard
Look.
line.
Did you see these niggas? I don't know what shoes he got. It's a mug shot. These niggas.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Was it a girl too?
Jacobs now. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
They said 2 18-year-olds arrested for carjacking incident that happened in Hampton earlier in October.
In this first half.
2nd and 7. The Ravens
Yeah, no. They ain't contact you or nothing, let you know they got the motherfucker.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is
That's probably not them then.
perfect. So a turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Huh?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Opening boxes.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and
Playing
get
Lou
low,
right now.
almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Yo, Rams are crazy as fuck. These niggas just headbutting the fuck out of each other. Shit.
Jackson on the
I'm on Twitter, they got this shit. These niggas is clacking.
at the 30-yard line.
Man, the niggas gonna get concussions.
Pick up there, and it leaves him
Those
with 3rd
niggas
and
is
5.
clacking right
I
now.
have to think a major
Damn.
focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to
Dang,
sustain
man, my
blocks.
head. That's
Yeah,
your
I agree
head,
with
man.
that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
I
Make sure
clearly
that block's
did not
secure
pick
before
this
they slide
fucking
off
play, bro.
and try
What
and
the
chip
fuck?
someone at the second level.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. for some reason, we didn't
This
analyze
nigga
it
really
the way we
running
should have.
fucking
I think
game.
every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Majority.
The run only got a yard. Here's
Look like a
second and
4-3 man.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Third down.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought him out. They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
First down, Dobbins. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up second and 9 at the Raiders' 18-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's third down. Third and long.
After that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
The incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Right back to him on first down. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly. Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And Jackson throwing once more. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
throw here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
You can take a shower. You got some clothes. This nigga hit back by then. I need a phone.
Pick 6 and this nigga knocked the ball away. Come on.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
top.